Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Runestone, and today we're going to explore the Magic of the Gathering world of top 10 Mir, and now at number 10. So we're going to start off our list with Spirit Mirror. That's right, it's going for $3.58. This Tempest rare card costs 4 mana to put in play, and basically says if there are no reflection counters in play, put a reflection counter, treat this token as a 2/2 white creature, but it costs 0 to destroy target reflection. So there is some fun you can have with that. It depends on how you want to do that. So let's move on to number 9. Well, we got Mirror of the Forebears. It's from Commander 2017. It's an uncommon, going for $1.75 at the market at the time of this video. Well, it only costs 2 mana. It says choose a creature type. So basically, it's a creature type of the chosen type until it's end of the turn. So it's not very powerful, but it can be very helpful if you're playing, say, a monocolor deck or whatever. So let's move on to number 8. We got Mirage Mirrors from various sets, being rare with an average price of $1.91. It says Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, or enchantment or land until end of turn. So it's similar to the previous card, but this one actually has more abilities. And as you can see, a lot of mirrors are basically tokens. So there's not much more to explain about that. So let's move on to number 7. Which, believe it or not, is the Magic Mirror from Throne of Eldraine. It's a mythic going for $2.92. And I really like this card. I like the artwork. Costs a lot of mana to bring it out, but it costs 1 less cast for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. And it says you have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on Magic Mirror. You draw a card for each knowledge counter on it. So if you're playing an instant sorcery deck, this can actually become out very fast, maybe by turn 4 or 5, and you have no maximum, so you keep drawing cards. So I think that's actually very, very beneficial. I'm surprised it's not played more, but I really like it. So let's move on to number 6. Which we have next is Panoptic Mirror from Darkseal. It's a rare, going for almost $5. And like most mirrors, it is basically copying a card in this one, your graveyard. So it's copying an instant or sorcery card with a mana cost of X. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may copy the imprinted card without paying its mana cost. So it's very, very effective, but it does cost 5 mana, and then you have to imprint X. So that's why I put it at 6, because it's really expensive, but if you can somehow pull it off, this card can be very deadly. And at number 5, halfway down our list, we got Mirror Maid from Throne of Eldraine. It's a rare, going for just $3.78 at the market at the time of this video. The reason why it's halfway down our list is, well, back in the day, a lot of people use this with Mirror March, so you can copy as any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. So if you have an enchantment that creates tokens, most likely you would use this card to do it. That's why it's halfway down our list. So let's move on to number 4. We got Cursed Mirror from Commander 2021. It's a rare, going for almost $7. Costs 3 mana. Tap it to add a mana, so that's already cool in itself. It's a very impressive picture. It says you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. So that's only when it enters the battlefield. So if the creature survives, you get an extra mana out of that. So it's a very, very cool ability. As you guys know, I love haste. So let's move on to number 3. Well, at number 2, it's really not hard to explain. It's from Betrayers of the Kamigawa, or the list, making it rare, with the $22 being the Kamigawa, or the $8 from the list, basically. Costs 5 mana, and the only thing, and it doesn't really need any explanation, is the legend rule does not apply. Well, if the other opponent is playing a legend deck, well, this just helps them, which I wouldn't bet on. That would never happen. But very impressive. If you put that 5 out mana to play this artifact, I think that pretty much is a game-winning card right there. So at number 2, we got Mirror Box from Neon Dynasty. It's a rare, going for only $2. So, the reason why it's better than Mirror Gallery is basically everything about it is just better. So I don't know why it's only $2. Maybe in the future it will be. It says the legend rule does not apply to permanents you control. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1. Each non-token creature you control gets +1 for each other creature you control with the same name as that creature. And on top of that, it only costs 3. Can't beat that. But let's move on to number 1. Well, you guys had to expect this. It's Mir Universe from Legends. It's rare, going for $849 basically, or $850. It's on the reserve list. It costs 6 mana to play. but you tap it and sacrifice it and switch your life points. That is absolutely amazing. Too bad it's on the reserve list, or they can make some kind of card that's similar, because this card is absolutely powerful. It just requires tapping nothing. It's just, I don't even know what to talk about, because if you know Magic, you know what this card does, and it is absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.